Something fishy is happening in Gulf County. Local charter captains are saying red tide has gotten out of control in St. Joe Bay. News Channel 7's Isabella Benhumea spoke with a concerned captain about how this is affecting locals.
A fishy, stinky smell is filling the air in Port St. Joe.
People have respiratory issues and they cannot handle breathing the air. You know, it makes you cough, it makes you sneeze, it makes your eyes water and your nose burn, and some people get really sick from it.
Local charter captain Chris Lance says this year, red tide has been affecting Gulf County more than he's seen in the past.
It's pretty tragic. This has been probably the worst one I've ever seen.
It's dead fish after dead fish. Thousands of them have washed up on shore here in Gulf County as a result of red tide. Boat captains tell me that this has been going on for about 2 months, and this is not even the worst of it.
According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, red tide occurs when algae grows out of control, producing toxins that kill marine life and can create respiratory issues for people.
It's affected me and the other captains in such a way that we simply can't fish the bay anymore because there is nothing. This has been hitting for so long over the entire bay that it's left basically nothing alive. I've had to start fishing elsewhere, outside of the county even.
We went out into the bay. On a day when Captain Lance says should be great for fishing, we saw countless dead fish instead.
A lot of redfish. I was seeing everything from black drum, mullet, croakers, pinfish, flounder, stingrays, sharks, even some lookdowns. You know, you name it, it was dead.
Gulf County Attorney Jeremy Novak says the county's Tourist Development Council takes proactive steps to prepare for red tide every year.
As soon as the fish kill arrives on our shores, they're out there and they respond and they clean it up so it doesn't affect our public health and safety. It doesn't affect our tourism as much as it could, because they're out there prepared for it when it hits our shores.
Novak says this year, the number of tourists booking rooms in Gulf County was up by 3%. However, red tide did take a toll on fishing charters, which he says are a vital part of Gulf County's tourism.
We clean the beaches, but it still has a significant impact on our charter fishermen, in so much that there's nothing in the fishery for them to use for the coming weeks and month afterwards. So they're feeling the effects right now.
The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission releases weekly status updates on red tide. The updates show it has been an issue for the past several weeks, but the latest November 14th report shows a very low concentration in Gulf County. Captain Lance says although red tide has lessened compared to a few weeks ago, it's still a problem.
This is my full-time job, and it's got me very concerned. We need St. Joe Bay.
The hope is it will clear up quickly and the bay will get back to normal soon. In Port St. Joe, Isabella Benhumea, News Channel 7.
We reached out to FWC for an interview, but they said they weren't available today. You can find the current red tide conditions on their website, and we'll have a link to that at WJHG.com.